Ever wonder what a typical day as a freight broker looks like? Well, look no further. In this video, we'll take you through the ins and outs of being a broker, from morning routines to key tasks throughout the day. Get ready for an exclusive look at life as a professional freight broker. I'm Benjamin Kowalski with Freight 360, where we provide the latest transportation sales tips and training videos to help you reach your goals faster. If you're a fan of the content, please support the channel by crushing that like button and sharing us with all of your colleagues. Okay, let's dig in at the very beginning. Starting your day off on the right foot is vital for success. Our advice, be at your desk and ready to work no later than 7:30. And make sure that you're actually working from that time. Do not let precious morning hours slip away by getting caught up in social media or news. Use this valuable time efficiently instead. You'd be surprised at how much progress you can make when starting early and staying focused. Now, you're going to want to start every day making sure you're ready for any surprises on the roads or in your inbox. That's how top brokers stay ahead of the game. So check messages and emails from yesterday and last night to get a jump start, whether they be texts from drivers that are over the road or overnight requests from customers. If something goes wrong, it pays to know about it first, so you can handle those issues quickly and with time to spare. There's nothing worse than finding out at the pickup time that your truck broke down 4 or 5 hours ago. So make sure you've contacted all of your carriers that are over the road and are scheduled for either morning deliveries or morning pickups. After you've confirmed that you don't have any fires to put out from last night, we're going to move on to our next task. That is calling each of your customers for an update on today's situation or their loads. This is important. Make sure that in those conversations with your customers, you're adding some type of value. As freight brokers, we are our customers' access and information about the trucking market, and building trust between us happens during our phone calls with them. So take advantage of any potential opportunities that may come up in that conversation. For instance, like them mentioning they have a hot load or a missed pickup from last night. That may be what sets you above the other brokerages they're working with. Next, building a strong customer relationship is no overnight task. It requires weeks or even months of hard work and dedicated effort to reach the point where customers will trust you with consistent freight shipments. But stay focused on your goal. Each call brings you closer, and before long, that successful partnership will be realized. Next, post your customer's load list as quickly as possible on DAT. And get those loads covered. Because remember that time is of the essence. Both you and empty and available trucks need to start rolling to make money ASAP. And as a broker, you're tasked with a critical job of combining both incoming and outgoing calls from carriers. Building relationships with shippers on one hand, while successfully selling loads to carriers on the other. After all, securing customers is essential for earning money, but so are finding reliable carriers who can actually haul those shipments. You can't make any money without both of them. Working as a broker can be an exciting balancing act. One day you may find yourself on the phone for hours, securing and selling loads to carriers, while other days requiring nothing more than just waiting and picking up the phone. The fact that each day is very different is really what keeps things interesting for freight brokers. Okay, before you begin prospecting for the day, the most important task is generating leads. Taking the time to create a list of at least 200 potential prospects will help you break down any feelings or emotion around scarcity, not having enough, and it will give you better practice for this valuable skill of prospecting. It is essential that lead generation happens separately from calling. Find all of your contacts first before getting on the phone to start making those prospecting calls. All right, now that you have your leads prepared, we're ready to start prospecting. But finding the best time to engage prospects can be tricky for each of them. So for successful prospecting, try out various times and days of the week. Experiment with different hours for each region or commodity that you're calling on, because some may prefer early morning, while others require late afternoon approaches. And you should be keeping track of what works so that you don't always have an edge in making these crucial connections with potential customers. But how many calls should you be making, you ask? Well, activity is key in becoming a successful broker. For your first few weeks, start with an attainable goal of 30 to 40 calls per day, and then increase this gradually. Over time, you're gonna aim for 4 or 5 days a week and a benchmark of about 60 to 80 calls on each of those days. It will be the single most important determining factor between either success or failure. There's no prize for excessive dialing without consistency. Instead, avoid burnout by keeping those numbers consistent over several days to make sure you reach customer goals while still taking care of yourself. Lastly, let's reach out to our customers once more and give them updates on today's loads. We'll confirm that everything is running smoothly and ask if they have any new loads ready for transport. Keeping them informed will help ensure a successful long-term relationship with them. Freight brokers are constantly kept on their toes, balancing requests, customer issues, and the need to keep prospecting. This demanding job will challenge even those with great time management skills. Now, despite potential setbacks or excuses that act as barriers to success in this industry, only one thing is certain. When it comes to achieving your goals, no matter what else may arise, never forget about your prospecting activity. For more tips and training, be sure to watch our weekly podcast on our channel and check out the description for links to private coaching. Because remember, whether you believe you can or believe you can't, you're right.